Have you ever felt like you were between a rock and a hard place? Or you were in a situation that you couldn't see yourself out of? Well, that was my story several years ago. Living in an apartment, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and wanting to purchase a bigger place. At the time, my credit wasn't up to par, and there's other things that I needed to take care of. But when you have a determined mind and you know within yourself that you have what it takes, but you have to get everything else in order, there's nothing that no one or nothing can stop it. Well, long story short, I'm going to be very transparent in my video because I believe in being transparent over here and being who I am, genuinely. So I went from living in an apartment. I was very frustrated because I didn't have the space that I needed to do what I wanted to do. If you look back on my channel, you can tell that I'm into Poshmark. So that requires having space to store all my items, totes, and things of that nature that goes in my closet. Also, I'm an owner of a business which requires space for working at home during the winter months from about mid-November to the middle of March. I'm also a crafter, which requires space. So when you put all that together and you're living in an apartment, it can be very stressful and very overwhelming. So I made up in my mind that I was going to do what was necessary, taking it one step at a time. While on vacation the summer of 2020. So I purposed within myself that when vacation was over and when I got back home, I was going to do what I needed to do to elevate from that situation. So fast forward to 2021. Of course, the housing market was booming. By the time you put in a bid on a place, it was already purchased. Or if it was still available, there was multiple bids. And 9 times out of 10, there was a potential for being outbidded. Well, I prayed and I prayed that whatever God had for me was for me. So I, of course, went through the process, got my paper, got in touch with a realtor, very nice realtor, and she went and showed me one house, very cute house, in my budget. However, the basement wasn't what I wanted it to be. I needed more space for the 3rd level. So while at this potential house, she got a call stating that there was another place that came on the market. So with that being said, I was the first to go and view this property. Slightly over my budget, but it was exactly what I needed. So being a person of faith, I know that God will look out for me as he has always. So while in this townhouse, while looking at the place, she got a call again once we got in there and started viewing the place. Well, the couple that put in an offer on the place, for whatever reason, their bank didn't approve whatever it was type of loan that they had. So the place was, in fact, available. So while touring the place, meeting back on the main level, she asked what I thought. I told her that I wanted to put in an offer. So we moved forward that evening with me submitting an offer. And in a matter of a day, the owner accepted my offer, and I signed my papers on October the 3rd of 2021. So when I say don't be discouraged about the situation that you're in, there is always hope and there's always a way out, as long as you do what you have to do to move to the next level with whatever it is that you have going on in life, whether it is looking for a home, whether it's wanting to purchase a car, whether it's wanting to invest, if it's wanting to pursue a relationship. As long as you have the mindset, everything else will fall in place if your heart is in the right place. So moving forward in this video, I just want to say don't judge me, because you will see the transparent side of how I was consumed with everything that I had going on in my life at the time with what I like to do. You will see that was my breaking point of saying, okay, something's got to give and I need to get serious. So that's what I did. So I thank God that He looked out for me, and I thank God for my home. I thank God that I got it at that time, and a praise report is that I got it for less than it was on the market for. So when I say whatever God has for you, it's for you, and nobody else can take it, nobody else can claim it, and it's yours. So I thank you for tuning in, and this is just my story of home buying and keeping the faith, even though it seemed like I was always getting outbidded, whether it seemed like the houses that I was touring wasn't what I wanted. But in the back of my mind, I knew what God had for me was out there, and that's what it was. So I appreciate you for viewing. Thank you for taking out the time to listen to my story. And here is what it was.